Hello again, Madeline Brock here, and welcome back to Unplug the Christmas Machine, based on the book by the same name by Joe Robinson and Jean Cobbix-Stahelli. Today we'll be using our imaginations to create the perfect fantasy Christmas. This is an opportunity to shift from what's been wrong with Christmas to the rich potential that Christmas holds for us. I'll explain how to do the exercise, and you can do it in your own time. There'll be a link in the body of the post. So sit quietly, close your eyes, and take a couple of deep breaths. You're going to create your perfect fantasy Christmas. Wipe the slate clean and start all over again, disregarding any traditions, obligations, or past compromises that no longer serve you. Keep what you want and eliminate what you don't want as Spirit moves you. This fantasy Christmas could be Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, or it could be the whole holiday season. You can magically invite anyone you wish to join you. Family, friends, relatives, even people who are no longer living. And this is the best part. You can make them behave any way you wish. Now imagine the perfect physical setting for your fantasy. A cabin in the mountains, a holiday cruise ship, a house on the beach, or your own home. Now enrich your fantasy with details. What's the attitude of the people around you? What is the food? How is it being prepared and served and cleaned up? Is there any music? What do the decorations look like? And are there any gifts? There's only one requirement for this perfect fantasy Christmas. Your vision should be deeply satisfying to you and fill you with peace and joy. Be creative and lavish as you design the Christmas you've always wanted. And now, write it down. When people do this exercise, there seems to be a universality of vision. A lot of people want the following things: a quiet, serene environment with few obligations and few modern distractions, a relaxed pace to the holiday with work magically handled or shared by many people, some decorations like a Christmas tree and lights, candles or a fire, simple or spiritual gifts, music in some form, and a feeling of love and acceptance. In general, we all seem to want more love, less work, more time, and less stress. If we all want the same kind of Christmas holiday, why don't we celebrate it this way? Well, the universal Christmas dream has been hijacked. Think about the advertising that you see during the holidays. The setting is usually a beautifully decorated home with a lovely Christmas tree, happy children, happy parents, firelight, perfect food, snow-covered hills, and thoughtful gifts that perfectly satisfy every recipient. Listen, this kind of advertising is powerful. It can convince us to do things whether we want to or not, whether they bring us joy or not. And advertising works on adults the same way that it works on children. This is what the Christmas machine can do to us if we allow it. But you know, you have choices you can make about how to spend your holidays. Look back at your fantasy. What elements of your fantasy reflect wishful thinking? I'm sure there's a few. But what elements are actually possible for you and your family? In our next session, we will look at those possible elements and find ways to incorporate them in Christmas seasons to come as we start to plan concrete ways to unplug the Christmas machine.